Hey, Dan Meyer here, and today we're going to talk about live streaming and a motto that I live by: don't go live alone. What that means is that when I live stream, now if I'm doing a Facebook live stream where I'm just trying to get people to watch what I'm doing in the moment for the experience of it, then that's one thing. But any other type of live stream where you're trying to do something that has to have a production value to it, or you're trying to do a seminar, a conference, or a workshop, where you're trying to produce content that people can refer to in the future and look back on to understand, who you are, what you do, how you do it, what problem you solve. If you're trying to build a YouTube library where you want to use a live stream, record it, and then put it on YouTube, for anything like that, anything above and beyond basic informational, in the moment, real-time live streaming, you want to have somebody help you produce that live stream. Now, in a lot of cases, that can be a virtual assistant. Like, for example, with this video, I just record the video you're watching right now. All the things you see at the beginning of the intro, and you see at the end of the outro, you see the things go across the screen. Like that edit could have been edited out just there, right? So that's the kind of thing where a VA, a video editor, can fix post-production. Now, for live streams, you don't have that post-production ability in the live stream itself. You can always record things and fix it after the fact, but during the event, it's super important that you have a wingman with you. You have somebody that can help manage the experience so you can focus on what you do best, which is talking into the camera and delivering quality content. And let somebody else worry about everything else, right? So these are the tips that I will give you today to help you prevent the mistakes that a lot of us make when we go live and we do it alone, right? You want to use your VA as a co-host or a facilitator for your online events. And there's really several areas they can help you. And the first is they can help you tech up to make sure you're using the latest, greatest technology in everything that has to do with your live stream. You can have them do cool graphics that they can manage during the live stream so you don't have to. You can have them manage the event pages pre-live stream and post-live stream. You can have them say hello to people when they come into the live stream. You can have them interact and welcome people like a greeter. You can also have them thank VIPs and do shout outs for special guests during the live stream, all keeping you focused on one thing: your audience. Then they can also do tech support. They can handle people's issues like I can't hear it, a speaker can't, connect with their mic, that kind of stuff. You can let the VA, your wingman, do that, manage that thing so you can keep going forward. You want to keep people engaged. Your job is engagement. And everything else around you that can distract you from engaging should be handled by somebody else. That's why you don't go live alone. And the final thing is you want to keep it fresh, right? You don't want your live streams to become boring. You want to keep them, evolving. So you can have a VA help you with that as well. Let me explain to you these different steps based on my experiences. Now, I've done probably this year in 2020, I've probably done over 100 live streams. And each of those live streams have been some kind of someone's event, a conference, a seminar, a workshop where I was a guest speaker. And I've also done several of my own live streams, but I kind of stopped doing that because I found that my best way to connect with my audience is through YouTube videos. But I still see the value of live streaming, and I want to do more live streaming. And when I do go with live streaming, when I go forward and do more of a regular show, I would have a producer with me, a VA who is my live stream producer. So this is what you really need to think about. If you're going to really invest heavily in videos, then you want to have a video editor and a graphic designer. If you want to invest in live streaming as your primary way of reaching your audience, you want to have someone who can produce the live streams for you. So that's what I've been doing for the last several years, having people produce things around me. I'm the speaker, I'm the author, I'm the expert, I'm the subject matter expert who comes and teaches or trains people how to do things in their business with technology, with data, with virtual staffing. And I have a whole team of people around me who do the marketing, who do the engagement, who do the follow-up, who do a lot of the visualizations of things that you see. And that's kind of the model that I want you to think about as well. How do you keep yourself focused on your audience? The first thing that you want to think about is, how do you have the best equipment, the best audio, the best visuals, the best lighting, the best background, using the best software, using the software appropriately. If you're using Zoom, how do you have somebody be an expert on everything Zoom can do? Now, you can learn all this yourself, or you could delegate this learning to somebody else. You could make it their part of their job description to make sure they're always researching and looking for new cutting edge ways to do things, to make sure they're up to date on the latest releases of different apps, so that you don't fall behind and look like you're kind of behind the scenes, not up to things as you should be. People want you to be cutting edge. They want you to be the expert. They want you to be always out there leading the way. And you can't always do it by yourself, because sometimes we're so busy doing, we aren't always able to stay out there on what's cutting edge. So have your wingman, before you even start doing a live cast, is have them make sure that all the technology is squared away. The next thing is to have them create some graphics for you. If you have a good VA, you can create graphics like you see pop up all throughout my videos. You can have the same thing happen in your live stream. Now, there are some live stream apps that allow you to post things that can be graphical. You can do more through certain apps like StreamYard than you can through Zoom. You can also, when you live stream on Facebook Live, there's certain things you can do to add value to the production based on graphic images that can be shared. For the best example with Zoom, when you go ahead and switch from you speaking into the camera to you showing a presentation, having something very graphically cool, something that catches the eye and grabs attention. So having a graphic designer that can do things in Canva or Stencil or PicMonkey to help, break up the fact that you shouldn't just be the one talking to the camera the whole time. There should be some things that pop up that make it easier for people to follow. For whatever reason, if you make someone watch you talk for more than 10 minutes, they're going to lose interest. But if every 5 to 10 minutes you break that up somehow with some kind of visual pop-up, so it takes their eyes off of you directly, they'll stick with it longer. That's just the way it is. People have trouble maintaining connection with someone speaking at them. Think about how often when you're in the audience, or you're in a classroom, or you're sitting there watching a speaker, you check your watch, you check your phone. Same thing, right? You want to break up that line of sight connection just momentarily every few minutes. The next thing a wingman can do, you can have your VA be out there proactively to set up your event page, right? You should have an Eventbrite and a Facebook event page for every live stream that you do. Even if it's real time, hey, I'm just live streaming, you want to do a lead capture. And if you're just doing a live stream and you're not capturing leads via some kind of funnel, then you're going to lose out. Now, if you do a basic Eventbrite page, you get a funnel right there because they got to use their email address to sign up. Or if you do a Facebook event, you encourage them to comment, like, or view something that you can capture then at least their demographics, if not their contact information. So you want to think about how to manage that before the event. And then after the event, you want to have your VA follow up, right? Thank people for attending, thank people for their question, ask them if they have more questions, make them an offer. Things like that can be managed by somebody besides yourself. The next thing is think about, during the actual event itself. It's better to have someone introduce you than you introduce yourself. It's better to have somebody break up you, again, being the only one speaking into the camera. So you want to have someone read a script, or at the beginning to do a reminder, to read the sponsor commercials, to introduce VIPs, to be able to be the one to transition to breakout rooms. Whatever it is, that shouldn't be you, right? You should be the talent that's delivering the content, and let somebody else play MC. Have a good VA who can do that, and then you're rocking and rolling, because they can make you look so much more important if all you do is speak, because that's how important you are. You're just there to speak. Everything else looks great, but you don't have to do it yourself. That's what people really like about live streaming experiences, when they can experience it and think that it's really all you, but it's not. That's a great way to really build your credibility. So the next thing you could do is have the chat feature in your live stream be managed by the VA, right? Have them welcome people, have them thank people, have them encourage attendance, have them drop links, have them drop resources. Do things so, again, you can focus on the audience, right? You can focus on looking into the camera and making sure the audience is getting content, and let someone else back that up and add more to it, right? Add more value. That's where a wingman comes in handy. The other thing they can do is they can be the tech support, right? So people are going to have trouble, right? Some speakers, if you have multiple speakers, they're going to have problems with their audio or their video. Some participants may not be able to connect. They may be having trouble hearing things. They may have technical questions about how to, screen share, how to record. Have a tech person there. Again, a well-trained VA who can do all this for you is worth their weight in gold, because that frees you up from having to bore everyone else as you solve someone's tech problem, because you can just keep going and keep sharing and talking and engaging while someone else handles the tech problems. It makes you look so much more amazing. And the last thing that VA should be able to help you do is brainstorm new ideas, right? Two heads are better than one. The more they help you with your content, the more they're going to be able to give you ideas on what new content you can create, right? At some point, what you're doing may get stale. Even if you have a similar offer and a similar presentation, you want to mix it up. You want to find ways to make it more fun and engaging. You want someone who's looking at the comments, who's watching the participation stats, who's trying to figure out, from a data standpoint, what's working and what's not working, and mirror that up with what you feel as a speaker, what your gut's telling you, what your instincts telling you, and take both that art of you knowing what you do and the science of the data tells you, and brainstorm that to be able to do new things, to evolve as you keep progressing forward. You don't want to keep doing the same thing forever. People get bored with it. So if you're live stream, whether it be workshops or seminars or yourself as an expert, you want to make sure you have a wingman helping you. This is what we do at Sonic VA, right? So if you go to sonicva.com, sonicva.com, you can sign up and get a VA to help you be a wingman. They can help you be much more consistent. They can help you be much clearer in your messaging, and they can build up a sense of certainty that whenever someone attends one of your events via live stream, it's going to be well produced. It's going to really come across professionally, and that will make a difference. Yeah, everyone can put up with the fact that we live in a different world now, where having, bad lighting, having distracting background, and having poor audio is all something people can push through and deal with. But push comes to shove, people are going to spend more time on things that are done right. So if you want to focus on what you do best, which is delivering great content, hire us to do all the rest. So that's my talk for today. I hope it helped. I just want you to think about this concept of don't go live alone. Have somebody there with you to make the experience better for everyone who attends. That you want to have a wingman with you to help your live streams, whether they be for you personally or for a conference or a seminar or an event. The live stream is a better experience for your audience, because in the end, they need to be entertained and educated at the same time. So again, check out our website, sonicva.com. If you want to sign up for a VA or learn more about what we do, drop a comment below. Now go out there, get a wingman, and the two of you have a great day.